out to the people that do face swatches on the regular, because oh my gosh, I hate wiping off my face and like putting my makeup back on. Like that actually like ruins my whole day, my mood. Hey love, what is up? Thanks for joining me today. My name is Lauren if you didn't know, and today we are going over some new Blonzer shades from Haus Labs. So if you're interested in this, just keep on watching. I was watching a short and the girl in it said that the shade Glassy Cayenne was basically the cream version of Fire Moon. And I said, say less, add to cart. This is like one of my favorite blush shades of all time. Like I absolutely love this blush. It is the perfect nude tone blush for brown skin. So I did get the shade Glassy Cayenne as well as Glassy Cinnamon. I did swatch them in store. They didn't have all 4 shades out in store. They only had 3. I will put a picture up here. The swatches in store. It's not the best lighting because Sephora lighting is trash. But yes, I ended up buying these. I was always interested in this product. She didn't come out with shades that like really piqued my interest though. I think the only one that she came out with was that bright orange one. What is it called? Glassy Tangelo. Yeah, that was probably the only one that like really piqued my interest, but not enough for me to pay for it. Haus Labs did recently have a sale, so I ended up ordering these directly from her site, and I kind of regret doing that because I could have just got them from Sephora. They were right there in front of me. I could have went to the store, grabbed them. It took 2 years and a day for this to get here. I lied to you not. I don't know. They were delivered by snail. I couldn't tell you, but I digress. She released 4 new Blonzer shades. So these are supposed to be a bronzer and blush hybrid. They're supposed to have like that warm toastiness to them that gives you the effect of a bronzer, but enough color to still be a blush. Makes 2 steps into one, basically. If you like those types of products like that have multiple functions or purpose, you might like this. Yeah, I was always interested in this formula. Just never pulled the trigger until she came out with some nude brown tone shades. I've been really into beige and brown nude tone blushes lately, so I decided to get, what did I say? Glassy Cinnamon and Glassy Cayenne. The other Blonzer shades she released are Glassy Ginger, which is described as a dusty pink, and Glassy Clove, which is described as a brownish red. So let's just quickly go over this product. What is it? It's a long-lasting multi-use lip and cheek balm that glides on buildable glassy color and an easy-to-use cream stick. Get summer skin in a swipe with this weightless balm that delivers buildable color and glassy finish that lasts 8 hours. Infused with goji berry complex, this makes skin look more plump and formulated with 70% skincare actives to immediately boost skin hydration by 62%. And these retail for $34 if I didn't mention that. But again, I bought these when Haus Labs was having their site-wide sale, so I didn't pay full price for these. But I guess the downside of that is it took a year and a day for it to get to me. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swatch the cream blushes first. I'm gonna go with Glassy Cinnamon. Oh, that's pretty. That is gorgeous. So this is Glassy Cinnamon. Next up we have Glassy Cayenne. This is Glassy Cayenne. And then we're gonna swatch Fire Moon. Oh gee, my favorite blush of all time. This is Glassy Cinnamon. It's described as a beige peach. This is Glassy Cayenne, and that is described as a deep rose. And this is Fire Moon, which I also believe is described as a beige peach. It's weird that they look so different though. So let's just get into face swatches and get the comparisons out the way. Per usual, for my face swatches, I have absolutely nothing down but my base complexion, which is my foundation, concealer, and then I set my face with powder and I set my face with setting spray. That's how I normally do my base complexion. So I want to see how similar these two are because they are the same description as far as a beige peach. So we're going to go into Glassy Cinnamon first. I'm going to just, something tells me to swipe this. I'm a little scared to do that because I don't know if it's going to lift up my makeup. Here's nothing. It's not as creamy as I thought it would be. Interesting. And blend this out. I'm not sure if I care much for this application. Like swiping it directly on the face. I think the next application, I'm just gonna swipe it directly on a brush and then apply it to my face. I'm just gonna go like this from now on. I thought this would be more balmy. It's not as balmy as I thought, but that is a pretty color. It's got a lot more grip and tug to it than I was anticipating. It's not as glassy as I thought it was going to be. That's really pretty though. Just gonna put a little bit more back here and drape this all the way around. Oh, that's pretty. This is like a perfect everyday nude shade. That's pretty. I like this. This was Glassy Cinnamon. So Glassy Cinnamon, nothing. Fire Moon is also described as a beige peach. So we're gonna go into that shade next. Now I'm going on Fire Moon just to see how similar they are. Interesting. Okay. I say this is a little bit lighter. Like it has more peach coming through. I feel like the more beige is coming through in this shade, and this one is just a little bit lighter, giving me that perfect nude flush color that I look for when I look for like a nude tone blush. Because I do need the beige in there, but not too much. They're both pretty. They do look very similar. This is leaning a tinge darker, but I think I'm leaning towards this one a little bit more. You tell me which shade you like better. I'm leaning towards the powder version, but they're both pretty. This is a nice, pretty warm color. I can get away with wearing it as a blush or bronzer. I'm gonna wipe off my face and I'll be right back. Okay, I wiped off the powder Fire Moon blush, and we're just gonna go in with Glassy Cayenne, which is described as a deep rose. I'm actually gonna use just a brush for this because I just like that application method just a little bit better. So I'm just gonna go in with this brush and see what it does. That's pretty. I will say, even though I swiped on the face on this side, it didn't disturb my makeup. I don't know. I feel like I have a little bit more control with this brush in my hand versus not having one in my hand. This is definitely more of, this actually looks closer to that Fire Moon shade than this. Interesting. Maybe I got it backwards. But this is pretty. I wouldn't necessarily call this a bronzer shade on me. This is more of a bronzer shade on me for sure. Okay, I think I'm blushed out. Thought these would provide more glow, but this is like a lot more thicker and richer in consistency than I thought. What happens if I swipe this on the face? Will it build up? Let's blend that out. You definitely need like a very stiff brush to move this product around to blend it out. But yeah, so this is Glassy Cayenne and this is Glassy Cinnamon. They're both really pretty. I think I'm leaning more towards Glassy Cayenne because this reminds me more of Fire Moon than this did, and that's weird because these two are both described as a beige peach. But I don't know, on my skin tone this looks more like Fire Moon than Glassy Cinnamon did. So I don't know, Glassy Cayenne reminds me more of Fire Moon. Now I feel like taking this off and seeing if it looks like Fire Moon, so I'm about to do that. But yeah, one last look. Glassy Cayenne, a deep rose. Glassy Cinnamon, a beige peach. Okay, so I left Glassy Cayenne on. That's what's on the side, and I think it looks closer to beige peach than the actual beige peach cream equivalent, which is Glassy Cinnamon. So we're gonna put this on the side now and see what it does, because that was the whole reason I made this purchase. I thought like I had a cream version of this blush. Oh wow, that was a lot. A little too much, but yeah, that looks way closer to this than the Glassy Cinnamon shade. I put on way too much. I'm gonna tone that down just a little bit. So this is Fire Moon and this is Glassy Cayenne. Glassy Cayenne literally is a dead-on dupe for Fire Moon, which is nice, except instead of this matte finish that you have, you get this nice glow. And I do like this glow. This glow is really nice, so I do like this. I feel like I could use this blush to reinforce this blush. This is a nice color. I love this. This is a perfect nude tone blush. Okay, you just made it in my perfect nude tone blush drawer. I definitely have a drawer full of my favorite perfect nude tone blushes. Drop a comment down below if you'd like to see that video. I could definitely make something shake with that. But yeah, I really like this. I'm actually gonna apply a little bit more of this on my face. Just a little bit. I just wanna build it up to like, I guess the same pigmentation level as this. Like right here. I feel like it could use a bit more color. This is pretty. And it layers very nicely. It didn't disrupt my makeup. Yeah, I like this. It's a lot less slippery than that highlighter that she came out. I did do a video on that. I'll link that in the cards up above. I was expecting it to maybe be of a similar consistency to that, but this is a lot thicker in consistency, which is good because you want it to last longer. Kind of stays where you put it. Like I said, you need a denser brush to definitely move this product around on the face, but once you place it where it needs to go, it's really nice. I definitely like the brush application of this better. So final thoughts on the Haus Labs by Lady Gaga Color Fused Long Wearing Hydrating Glassy Lip Plush Cheek Blush Balm Stick. Why is the name like 50 words long? I'm over the really long names. I really am. I like this. This is nice. It is giving my cheek a luminosity, a glow to it. I have to like check back in and see how long this glow lasts. If it gets worse throughout the day, that's a problem. But it's not emphasizing any texture really, as you can see. It just kind of made my skin like look healthy and glowy. That's a good product. I'm glad she came out with more warm neutral tone shades. This is definitely my wheelhouse. The shades she came out with before were, yes, fun, but like in reality, like I wouldn't get much use out of them on a day-to-day basis. These nudes though, these brown tones, I absolutely will get use out of them on a day-to-day basis. I think I'm leaning more towards Glassy Cayenne because it reminds me of my favorite blush of all time, which is definitely Fire Moon here. Perfect nude tone shade. This just goes with everything. And Swatch, it looks more pinky and rose, but once it applies to my face, I do have a warm undertone. It just pulls like a perfect neutral beige shade on me, and I absolutely love this. This shade pulls beige on me too, but a little bit darker. The brown definitely jumps out with this Glassy Cinnamon shades, but I like both of them. I can definitely see me using both of them. The only thing I don't like about this is that ordering directly from Haus Labs, it took a year and a day for it to get here. I called myself trying to get a deal because it was on sale, but like it took too long. But yeah. Oh, and I did get this free mascara with it. I didn't open it yet because I have a few mascaras open right now, so I'll probably play with this another time. But yeah. Also, I do like this blush formula. I don't know what she put in there. Maybe a little bit of crack. Why is it so good and why I'm addicted to it is beyond me, but yeah, absolutely love it. So I'm so glad she came out with more neutral shades for the Glassy Balms because I really wanted to try these. I don't think I can use Glassy Cayenne so much as a bronzer shade. It's pulling more pink. I wouldn't be like comfortable using this as a bronzer. But the shade Glassy Cinnamon, I would definitely be comfortable using it as a bronzer on the perimeter of my face. I think would be a good combo is using Glassy Cinnamon towards the perimeter of my head and towards the back here on my cheek area. And then Glassy Cayenne towards the center near the apples of my cheeks and ombre them together. I think that would be a good combo. This is nice. I'm glad I bought these. I just wanted to come on here and swatch them. If you were curious as to what these colors look like on brown skin, I'm here for you. That's all from me today. Appreciate you hanging out. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Seems like glass skin is the trend for the summer. Like all the products that have been coming out lately have been very glowy, glassy, glossy, glass skin. Like One Size came out with their like melting setting spray that's supposed to give you like a more shiny, dewy finish. Then you had Pat McGrath with her glass skin spray. I did order that. Video coming soon. I was curious. Like it's a lot of products that's coming out geared to like wet looking glassy skin this summer. It seems to be like the trend. I'm here for it. As a dry skin girly, I'm here for it. I love a nice dewy glowy look to the cheeks. So we're seasoned to do it, but like that seems to be like the trend with makeup right now.